Hello friends, welcome to this practice. So for this practice, I invite you to grab anything that you feel may help you relax and just kind of settle in more. So maybe a blanket, maybe a yoga bolster, some pillows, just kind of anything that will help you feel a little more supported, a little more cozy. And then also the option to grab a journal, pen and paper, whatever you have to just kind of jot down. We're gonna do our new moon sort of ritual, meditation, breath work, and then towards the end, we're gonna just do a quick little check-in and give you the opportunity to jot down how you're feeling, where you're at in your month. Maybe you want to reflect on the past month, how you've been feeling, what you've done, and then we're gonna set some intentions and just kind of invite in anything that you feel like you would need more of or you would like to take into the next month. So this is your time to let go, to be, to bring some self-awareness, notice how you're feeling, and then set some intentions around whatever it is that you need. So grab your pen, paper, pillows, blankets, whatever, get settled. So we're gonna start in a seat. And as you start to settle into your seat, just kind of notice how you're feeling today. So maybe you close your eyes down, even just as you're settling in. Maybe take a couple of deep rounds of breath. And then we're gonna start right away with just some simple stretches. So starting to tune into any tension, releasing any of that. So go ahead and just start to move your head and neck side to side here. Maybe you start by dropping one ear towards the shoulder and then the other. Maybe you take some nice little circles with your neck. So whatever sort of movement you're starting with here, see if you can keep your shoulders down away from your ears. So it might be easy to kind of scrunch your shoulders up a little bit. See if you can keep them down your back. And just sort of move your head around here. And as you're moving around, just start to tune into any points of tension. And if there's something that feels like you have, like it's just really tense, maybe even kind of painful, maybe stay in that part of your neck and just kind of focus your movement into that part of your neck, almost kind of giving yourself like a massage just to kind of get that knot out, get that tension out. Take this as slow as you need. Really taking time and space here to feel into your neck, your shoulders, your head. And when you're ready, go ahead and drop your chin to your chest. An option to stay here if this is enough for you, or option to place one or both hands on the back of your head. So that's going to intensify this stretch a little bit more. And continue to breathe here. And try not to round your spine too much. See if you can still kind of keep your spine nice and lengthened. Take just a couple more rounds of breath. And then gently release wherever you're at. Slowly start to come back up. Inhale and exhale here. Awesome. So let's go ahead and do some shoulder rolls here. So just kind of start moving your shoulders around. And same option, you can make this movement your own. So maybe you just stay with that simple shoulder roll. Maybe you bring your hands on top of your shoulders and you get your arms, your elbows involved. For me, that feels a little bit more accessible of a movement. And just kind of notice as you're moving your shoulders around, notice where else you feel that movement. Maybe your chest, maybe your ribs, all the way from the front to the back. So there's lots of movement happening here. Your shoulder blades. Just kind of really feel into all those parts of your body, all those muscles moving around. And if you haven't switched directions, go ahead and switch directions or just kind of change it up however feels good. Any sort of movement in your shoulders, again. No right or wrongs here. Continue to breathe. Awesome. When you're ready, come back to center. Inhale, sweep those arms nice and high. Maybe the palms of your hands touch at the top. And on your exhale, cactus your arms, bend your elbows, open up through your chest and hold this stretch. Maybe your gaze goes up towards the sky, or maybe it stays neutral in front of you. Wherever you're at, really feel that nice big opening in your chest and your shoulders. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale here. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Release your arms. And then I'm going to turn to face this direction. You can stay where you're at. We're going to take some seated cat-cows. So place your hands anywhere on your legs or your feet. And inhale. Again, you're doing that opening in your chest and then starting to arch your back as well. Hold here for a moment or two. So feel into your back, your spine, your chest, your shoulders. Maybe you let your head fall back. Take a nice big inhale wherever you're at. Exhale, round, tuck your chin towards your chest. And then same thing, hold here for a few rounds of breath. So you're taking the opposite motion here, feeling that roundedness in your spine. Really exaggerate that rounded spine. Tuck your chin towards your chest. And then again, inhale, open up your front body. Maybe you get your arms involved. Maybe your arms come out to the side, open up. Maybe your head falls back. Exhale, round forward. So this is your time to start to move with your breath a little bit. So on each inhale, you're opening up your front body. And on each exhale, you're closing. You can move your arms or you can just keep them down. Any sort of movement, if you want to get your head and neck circles going as well with this movement. So again, make this movement your own. Follow the rhythm of your breath. Nice, slow, deep inhales as you move. Nice, slow, deep exhales for that next movement. Inhale to move. Exhale to move. If they're not already, close your eyes down here and just really start to feel into the sensations of your body as you move, as you flow, and allow your body to just naturally flow. Noticing what comes up here, noticing what you feel like you need in your body. We'll take just a couple more rounds of breath here, wherever you're at. Awesome. Alrighty. So whatever variation of seat you're in, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. So you're gonna come to sit back on your heels. And if this is not supportive for you, you can always grab your pillows or a yoga bolster or just kind of something to sit up on. You can put it between your legs, sit back on it. You can place a blanket between your seat and your heels. So if you need a little extra space here, a little extra support, just kind of grab anything that you have and you can just kind of place yourself up on it. So wherever you're at here, kind of hang out for just a few moments and start to place your hands on top of your legs, palms facing up. So you're starting to tune into your intention here. So just kind of start to check in. Continue those nice deep inhales through your nose. Slow, steady exhales through your mouth. Continue that. And as your palms face up towards the sky and you're breathing nice and deeply, start to ask yourself, what do I need? So what do I need more of? Maybe the answer is just very simple. Maybe there's a couple things that come to mind. And as you're asking yourself this question, notice this distinction between what do I want and what do I need? Because sometimes they're aligned and sometimes they're very different. Sometimes what we want isn't necessarily what we need. So be really intentional when you ask yourself that question. What do I need? What do I need more of? And whatever comes to mind, just kind of picture that in the palms of your hands. Feel whatever it is that you need, just kind of sitting in the palms of your hands. Maybe your hands are separated. Maybe you bring your hands together, palms still face up, but just kind of depending on what it is you need, it might feel a little bit more intuitive to just kind of hold, like kind of cup your hands together, almost like you're holding that together in your hands. So notice what it is you need here. And this intention does not have to be a huge goal that you set for yourself for the month ahead. This intention does not have to be anything external, anything that you do externally. Maybe this is something that you need to feel into more. Maybe this is just to be inside of your brain, inside of your body. So what is it that I need more of? Feel that in the palms of your hands. Hold that in your hands. And then on your next inhale, very slowly, very intentionally, bring the palms of your hand to your face, almost like you're smelling it, okay? So like you're smelling the palms of your hands. And whatever's in the palms of your hands, inhale. And then exhale, send that to wherever it needs to be in your body. And as you do, the palms of your hands come back down. So we're making this a moving meditation and setting your intention on this as you move your hands. So when you inhale, picture yourself or pull your hands up to your face like you're inhaling your intention. Exhale, move your hands away from your face and send that intention to where you need it in your body. Again, inhale. Exhale. Find that flow again. Inhaling, bringing your hands up to your face. Exhale, pulling your hands down. Maybe you find that there's more movement that you need in your body. So for me, I'm inhaling, opening my chest, throwing my head back. And then I'm exhaling, bringing everything back down, almost kind of like I'm folding forward a little bit. So again, find your variation of this, your version. Take a couple more rounds of breath. Inhaling your intention, setting that intention in your body, noticing where it finds itself in your body. Three more rounds wherever you're at. Whenever you're through those rounds, you can release that intention from your hands. Place your hands, palms face down this time on the tops of your legs. Notice how you feel. Notice your intention here. And then option to move your seat. So you're coming back down onto your sit bones and you're extending your legs out in front of you. Straightening your legs out in front of you, and you're just going to start to move your feet. So pointing and flexing through your feet, starting to feel that stretch happening in the backs of your legs. And then when you're ready, keep your toes flexed towards you. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, fold forward to any extent here. And let your head and neck be nice and heavy. So once you find your edge, once you find the furthest point that you're going to fold, just let your whole body go here. So option to grab the outsides of your feet or just let your arms be nice and heavy. Release your legs, release your feet. Maybe move your head and neck around. Just take a few moments here. Release any control of your breath. Slowly start to come back up into that seat, and we're going to reverse this stretch. So make sure you have enough room in front of you, behind you. You're going to plant your hands behind you. Your fingers face forward. So your fingers are facing your feet. Your palms are nice and grounded. Your hands are just under your shoulders. And then you're going to plant your feet about hips width distance apart, a little bit in front of you. You don't want your knees to be super bent. You want your feet to be a little bit further out. And then you're going to inhale. You're going to lift your hips, open up your chest, and maybe let your head fall back. And then exhale, come down. We're going to make this a flow. So inhale, push your hips up, open up through your chest. Feel that in your shoulders. Exhale down. We're going to take that 3 more times. Inhale, opening up towards the sky. Exhaling down. 2 more at your own pace. And release wherever you're at. Come back into an easy seat, a neutral seat. Awesome. Alrighty, we're going to take one last stretch. We're going to get more into the shoulders, more into the chest. You'll notice we're kind of doing a lot of heart opening movements and then kind of reversing that. So what we're doing is just kind of getting your energy moving and flowing a little bit. And all of these heart opening movements is kind of opening yourself to setting new intentions and just kind of coming into a new month. So that's kind of the symbol that we're going for in this practice. So wherever you're at, find that easy seat, and you're gonna bring your hands behind you. Couple options here. Go ahead and interlace your fingers together. So this is your first option. You can interlace your fingers together and then straighten your elbows as much as you can. And you're going to, again, extend your chest open. Find that arch in your back, and maybe your knuckles kind of plant behind you. And find your variation of this stretch. You're going to hold for several rounds of breath. Maybe you let your head fall back, maybe it stays neutral. Other option, if that's not accessible to you, you can grab opposite elbows as much as you can, and same thing. You're opening up your chest, your heart space, wherever you're at, breathe. We're gonna stay here for about 4 or 5 more rounds of breath. I know it's a long hold, but really challenge yourself here to breathe. Nice, slow, steady inhales. Slow, steady exhales. Just do your best. It's really hard to breathe deeply when you're extended open like this. Do your best. We're almost there. And then when you're through those rounds of breath, come back to neutral. Give yourself a few moments here. You may have felt that a lot in your shoulders, maybe a lot in your spine. Go ahead, maybe rub your hands together, shake your arms out. Take a nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale. Really, whatever that's called with your lips, let yourself do that. So let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Last one. Awesome. Maybe wipe the spit off your lips if you're like me. Okay, check in with yourself here. So we're gonna really start to settle into some breath work, and then we're gonna start to get into the sound bowls a little bit more and settle in. But before we do, I invite you to just ask yourself really quickly, what do I feel like I need here? Do I need to take a little bit more movement? Maybe you need to stand up, stretch it out. Maybe you need to take a nice forward fold. Maybe some more stretches in your shoulders and your arms. Just notice, do I need any more movement? Do I need to release any more energy in that way? And if so, pause the video, do what you need to do until you feel like, okay, I think I'm good. I think I can settle back into some stillness. If you're ready to move on, go ahead and settle into a nice supportive seat, whatever that looks like for you. Close your eyes down. And come back to that intention that you set earlier. Notice your breathing and really start to feel into this breathing. Option to place one or both hands on your chest, on your heart space. And either way, start to feel the movement, the rise and fall of your chest as you inhale and as you exhale. And you're going to start to move into Ujjayi breath. So start to find just a slight constriction in the back of your throat. And you're going to start to inhale and exhale through your nose. So that slight constriction in the back of your throat, almost like you're fogging up a mirror. And then you're keeping your mouth closed, inhaling, exhaling. If you have some blockages with your sinuses, just kind of do your best. You may find that if you push yourself a little bit, you may be able to clear some of those blockages out just a little bit. Maybe not, but again, if you have some blockage, just work with it, do your best here. So slight constriction in the back of your throat, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And take this a few rounds of breath, deepening your breath, lengthening your breath, really taking time and space here. So as you're breathing here, your breath should be very audible. If you're taking this Ujjayi breath, you should really feel it, or you should really hear it, almost as if it's an ocean wave. And then as you continue to breathe, start to notice your belly. So you're starting to expand your breathing in your belly. So on your next inhale, start to pull it into your belly first. Really expand your belly and then your chest. And then exhale, push it out your chest and then your belly. So you're inhaling belly, chest, nice and slow. You're exhaling chest, belly, nice and long. So on that breath in, it's almost like you're rippling and rolling, almost like that ocean wave is coming up through your belly into your chest. And then exhale, that wave is going back out from your chest to your belly. So a very fluid, water-like movement, inhaling, expanding your belly up into your chest. Exhaling, chest coming back in, belly coming back in. So picture whatever naturally comes to mind here. Maybe water doesn't resonate with you. Maybe you see something else, but if water does resonate with you, picture that water coming in as you breathe in, your belly expanding, your chest expanding, rolling in, and then exhale, push your chest, or not push your chest, but like let your chest come back in, let your belly come back in, letting that ocean wave roll back out. So you're feeling that in your breath, that fluidity, that just really intentional movement of your breath in and out, nice and slow, nice and fluid. Your inhales just kind of rolling right into your exhales, and your exhales rolling into your inhales. Continue this Ujjayi breath. Continue feeling that subtle movement in your body, the expansion on your inhales. And coming back in on your exhales. Take this a few more rounds at your own pace. Option to stay here with this breath if it feels really nice. Wherever you're at, if you're staying with this breath, if you're returning to normal breath, come back to that intention that you set for yourself. What do you need more of? What are you calling in for yourself? And where is that in your body? Where are you putting that as you call it in, as you bring in whatever you need more of? Where is that going in your body? Maybe your heart space, maybe your belly, maybe somewhere else. Feel into that intention, breathe into that intention, around that intention. Maybe that intention also feels nice and fluid as it moves throughout your body. Notice what you're picturing here, what you're feeling here with that intention. And then just continue being in whatever process you're in here. Breathing, feeling into your intention, Wherever you're at here, stay with that. If you feel like you just need to let go of the breath work, if you're good with setting your intention, maybe you want to settle into a more comfortable seat or a different shape in your body. So this is your time to do what feels best. Breathe, focus on your intention, or just allow yourself to be. that here. Start to bring awareness back to your physical body. So just kind of start to notice the ground underneath you. Maybe start to tune in to what parts of your body are connected to the earth here. Maybe start to notice the crown of your head, the top of your head. And then just slowly, maybe like there's a warm light or just something that feels nice in your body right now. Just kind of picture that slowly moving over, down, over the crown of your head, down to your forehead. So whatever that is, that warm light, that water, maybe something else, that sensation continues down between your eyebrows, down the bridge of your nose, and then slowly spreads across your cheeks, down into your jaw, and then even out around to your ears. So it's spreading all across your face, out into your ears. And then continue that awareness down your jaw, into your neck, your throat. Maybe allow it to sit here in your throat for a while. Moving up and down. And then allow it to come back down into your chest and allow it to spread across your chest, up into your shoulders, across into your arms, all the way until it reaches the palms of your hands, the tips of your fingers. Maybe it moves up and down your palm. And allow that to come back up your arms, into your shoulders, across your upper back. Maybe it moves across your shoulder blades, back and forth. And then allow it to spread all the way down your back, very slowly, spreading down your spine, across the outer parts of your back, all the way down, till it reaches your hips, your sit bones, all the way down into your legs. Slowly, nice and slowly, feel that, visualize that in your body, all the way down to the tops of your feet, the tips of your toes, and then the bottoms of your feet. And maybe for a moment it goes back and forth across the bottoms of your feet, from your heels to your toes, back and forth. And allow it to come back up your legs all the way until you reach your pelvis, nice and slow, and just kind of feel that spreading across your pelvis, slowly, very slowly up into your belly, across your ribs, maybe between your ribs and all of those layers in your front body, up into your sternum, and then back up into your chest, into your heart space. And then it'll slowly make its way back up into your throat, your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes, your forehead, until it reaches the top of your head once again. And then just feel into those parts of your body. Notice any sensations here. Come back to your breath. Slow, steady inhales. Calm, steady exhales. Continue these slow, steady, long inhales and exhales wherever you're at. And one last time, bring your awareness back to the intention that you set. And as you do, maybe take inventory of where you've been. Maybe the previous week, maybe the previous month, maybe even further back. If there seems to be a theme there, maybe it's related to your intention, maybe not. Just kind of take note of the highs and lows in your week, your month, your year, however far back you're going. Notice the high points, the good points. Notice the low points, the harder points. How has life felt for you? And then maybe your intention relates to that. Maybe, maybe not. But if it does, just kind of notice. And then continue taking in what you need as you move forward away from the past week, the past month, the past year. Allow it to be what it has been. Maybe it's been really tough. Maybe it's been really steady. Just allow this past to be what it has been. And then take your intention with you, whatever you're needing more of. And picture yourself kind of taking that with you into the rest of today, tomorrow, next week, next month, however far out in the future you're taking that intention. And just kind of picture everything in the past fading away. And then allow the future to be what it's going to be. And then come back to the present. Take that intention with you, bring it back into the present, back into your body. Nice, deep inhales into that intention. Exhale, release everything else. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Last 2. Last 1. Wherever you're at here, allow yourself to be for a few more minutes. If you have time, give yourself what you need whenever you start to slowly wake your body up, start to move, start to come back to this space. Wherever you are at, I hope you got exactly what it was that you needed from this practice. And I will see you next time.